Howdy on Molex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright, gonna try this again. We'll see if I can manage not to, I don't know, get myself killed again. I'm pretty good at it though, so the outcome is pretty likely I'll die again, but I gotta keep trying. I gotta finish one of these dang tier 5 fetching clears. I feel like every time I just about get it, and then, well, I mean, not last time. Last time was bad. But I spent hours, well, I don't know about hours, but an hour, I think, clearing one of these. And got all the way down to, like, last couple of zombies. And then had an animal run in from outside and kill me. Like, come on. Oop, let's not drive in the pond, though. No tabletop stuff this week. Their two guys were gone. And, but let me tell you what. There was a really moment with Dim. So we didn't play Sunday because Dim was gone. I don't know what he was doing. He didn't say. And so then we played Tuesday. We played Gloomhaven like we've been doing, and then he was like, "Yeah, we're not gonna be there Wednesday." Because we got a thing going on. I'm like, all right. And he goes, well, I guess then I'll see you on Sunday. And I'm like, all right. So Wednesday, which is normally the night that we do comics, I didn't read them because he said Sunday. So I figure I had till Sunday to get them read, right? Oh, I get a message at 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Hey, I'll be on to do comics at about 10. I'm like, what? No, man, you said you couldn't make it on Wednesday. We don't start game until 9:30. How can you be on at 10, but we can't do our normal gaming thing? Like, what nonsense is this? This really, really irritates me. I'm not gonna lie. I get really irritated by the I can't make it, but then I do want to do something at the time we normally play. Like, what exactly is the reason? Where is this place? What exactly is the reasoning in your head that you're like, yeah, I can't make it. I got something else that I'm going to at the exact same time we normally play. Is it just in here? Weird, I gotta hop a... Can I hop the fence? There we go. I got a bum knee at the moment, too. Oh, look at my inventory is full of stuff. Oh, no. Can't do this. I gotta go all the way back and unload my stuff. Where'd you put my bike? There you are. Guess I should have looked earlier, huh? He does this all the time. I don't get it. I don't understand. Can't make it, but at the time that we normally start, I will be on to do other things. No, that doesn't mean you can't make it. Just weird. I don't know, it's weird. But what you gonna do? what you gonna do when you don't like making friends with people? And the ones you got treat you like that. But yeah, so we didn't get to play any whatever we were gonna play this week. I don't know if we were gonna play Pathfinder or D&D. He's really on the Pathfinder trip, and I haven't taken the time to set up my next campaign. There hasn't really been any mention of it, so um, his his work is much more forgiving than my work, time wise, and so given that I've been pretty busy at work and it doesn't seem to be letting up, um, I've just been letting him do the D&D stuff because whereas his is preloaded, I've been using third party campaigns, and third party campaigns require you to, do all the work, like loading the maps in and setting up all the tokens, and because we play in virtual tabletop, putting in the light blocking walls so the people can't see the map until they explore that area, kind of thing. It it takes time. It takes quite a bit of time to set up. But and I could make the time to do it. I don't want to though. Honestly, the the amount of work that I've been doing lately at work, and then getting to the weekend where everybody's like, "Hey, yeah, we're just gonna come invade your space, so you can't get anything that you were planning on doing done," is oof, oof. Come on, guy, up the ladder, up the ladder. There you go. Uh, is tad annoying at times, or like today, I don't even know what's going on. All I know is that the door opened and then the dog came down here, and then they left. No one said a word to me, so I don't even know what's going on. It'd been nice, to have some clue as to why I've got the dog, how long they're gonna be. Should I be thinking that I need to make dinner for myself? Um, important things like that. Uh, but that didn't happen. They just shoved him down the stairs and left. Should I keep this grill? I feel like that's just something I can make. I could probably just scrap this. Was there any more raw food? I don't think so. Oh, there was. There's some... Oh, and there's some glue. Okay, cooked food. Picked up some dog food. I feel like there used to be a recipe. Oh, the acid can go in here too. I feel there used to be a recipe for something that I use that used dog food, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I'm down bullets. Wow, I'm down a lot of bullets. Okay. Parts. Okay. What's my tactical? 70. Oh yeah, 70 is way bigger than the 54 on this guy. Oh, although this tactical here is 56. Either way. Either way, I don't need them. I wanted to put this bellows in here. Parts. mod. Miss some pills. Grab some bullets. Make some gas. Load in some brass and some lead. Some more bullets. Take some bullets. Ooh, I might want to wait. Oh man, I am like so out of gas here. I need to go get some gas. I didn't realize my gas was getting so low. I've been watching the Foundation series. It's okay, we can go out the other side of the fetch and clear there. It's interesting. Oh. It's I've read the Foundation books. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. Once. Not the biggest fan. They're kind of a slow story. I like a story that follows a group of people. And I like a story where the people like get upgrades along the way. And I like stories where people are gonna save the world, right? That kind of stuff. And Foundation is... It's a bunch of smaller stories that take place across, like, thousands of years. And it's all about trying to protect human knowledge. That's what the Foundation is. Their goal was to make the Galactic Encyclopedia. And so it's set like in this giant multi-star system empire that crosses like thousands and tens of thousands of light years. So there's lots of planets, and the empire's gone on so long that some of the planets have devolved civilization-wise, and the empire doesn't care. So there's not like a galactic standard of anything as far as I can tell. And so some places are, you know, highly technologically advanced, and other places are like they don't have starships, right? That's a big difference, right, between places. And it's been a long time since I've read the Foundation series, but what I will say is that I remember it being these short stories that tell different periods of time in which the Foundation organization is like outside the Empire, trying to... Well, the Empire doesn't even exist for huge chunks of the Foundation series. That's the thing. That's the catalyst that starts the series. Is a guy come up with a way to predict the outcomes of large populations in the Empire, and so he basically could foretell major events, not like the specifics, but that something would happen, like a civil war. It could predict wars. It could not like who exactly necessarily, or what would cause the war, just that things were moving in a direction where there would be war, right? That kind of thing. And so when he finished a lot of his equation, it predicted that the empire itself was going to collapse. And so the foundation is the organization that's supposed to gather all of human knowledge that it thinks is relevant, and then keep that in between the times where civilization exists. Because I think he predicted a 30,000 year war. Maybe not 30,000 year war. He predicted that a lot of the empire was going to be destroyed, like whole planets destroyed, during the civil war that would occur during the collapse of the empire, and then there'd be a 30,000 year darkness where there was no civilization. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna not take my bike with me as I look for... Yeah, you can growl, zombie, but do you see any place where I can get some shale? I'm looking for shale. So it's really interesting to, here we go. Interesting to watch the show, because the show doesn't match what I remember very well. And I googled, right, differences between the show and the book, and I'm glad I'm not a huge fan of Foundation, because I would be angry. I would be super angry. Just thinking about it kind of makes me a little angry, and I'm not a fan. Oh, I should have taken... There's a difference between a... Oh. It's hard to hit. There's a difference between adapting a book and being like, okay, we need to slim this down. We need to... this character's story isn't pivotal to the main center of the book. We could probably do away with that whole section, kind of thing. And then, you're a big fan, and then you watch it and you're like, oh, I really like that part. I wish they'd left it in. But, this might be worse than the Wheel of Time adaptation. And the Wheel of Time adaptation ignores, like, the point of the books, practically, in spots. And, but... I don't know. I'm reading through some of the changes, and one of the big changes that they've got in there is I can't imagine why you would think this is the thing to do. But there's like this. So the idea is that the Foundation is the last bastion of civilization in a barbaric, universe kind of thing, and so, I only really remembered two things from from Foundation. One, that the dude came up with the equation that could predict the future of society, of civilization as a whole. And two, that there was a point where they came in and used politics to bring technology to these warring, space kingdoms. And I remember it was a thing where they had to pick which kingdom they thought was more likely to more likely to foster civilization and not just use what they were giving them for war. And so it's a big deal because the dude is like, we don't use violence, right? We use diplomacy. And they took that character and they turned him into a violent uh a violent soldier person. Like, what in the heck did you do? And so, reading through the differences between the book and the show, and like 90% of what's listed in the difference between the book and the show is just stuff they made up for the show, stuff that wasn't in the books, stuff that isn't relevant to the books. The show's okay if you're not a fan of Foundation. I find it a little slow. I find it if you're gonna change the story as much as they did, and it's a lot, then I don't understand why you wouldn't change it a little bit more to give you a more centralized storyline. Because that's the thing, right? Is that it's not a centralized storyline. It's this 1,000, 10,000, 30,000 year spanning story of this organization who has, the knowledge and the technology, and doling it out to people who don't have it, and trying to make sure that those people aren't going to misuse it and bring about the end of all humanity, right? Because the changes that they instigate change what the equation says would happen, and since the main character is long dead, they don't really have anyone that is there to explain, right, what impact the changes are going to have. I think I should probably get a little bit more of this. Any more shiny spots here? A dead buzzard. And so I don't know. It's all right. It's just there's a lot going on that's not from the books at all, and so not that I necessarily need to know what's going on. No. Let me rephrase that. Not that I need to know what's going to happen. I'm fine following along with the story. I'm just trying to wrap my head around how the changes are going to. I mean, it's not even the same story at this point. They've invented whole new planets and people, and like the storyline only in the remotest sense follows the original Foundation story. I hate the adaptations they're doing now. It's like, okay, so your author wrote a book, and the book is popular enough that we want to make a show based off of it. Now, obviously, a book is a much more in-depth thing than a movie, so we are going to have to cut some stuff down, and that's fine. I get that, but why is it that every adaptation seems to be, I think I can write that story better? It's not really. Oh, why didn't you turn? You're just like, I'm going in this hole. There we go. Here, my robot vacuum upstairs saying, tank error. Please check clean water tank. Yeah, I know you ran out. But it's almost done, so I don't care. it's got a mop on it too, so I was telling it to clean the kitchen. It's just about done. I'll assume it's got enough water to finish the job. But I guess I won't tell it to run the next room. But yeah, I don't know, the last few adaptation I've seen are just like these crazy... Oh, shoot. You know what? I was going over here. I got distracted and started heading back home, but really I wanted to come over here and start this, clear. That's my plan, anyways. Okay. This says there's a lot of guys in front of me. Oh, jeez. Gotta remember to reload more often. What are they doing? What are you guys doing? I don't understand why they're... Are you upstairs? Is that what's happening here? I hate these running guys. Oh no. Crap. Dude, you just said you gotta remember to reload. Why aren't you reloading? Okay, where'd that cop go? Alright. We at least got started in here, right? I'm still alive. Don't need that at all. Okay. But yeah, they did it for, like, Wheel of Time they've rewritten, I was trying to think, something else just got adapted too. Dude, you gotta reload. You gotta reload. But, yeah, I don't know, it's bizarre. Alright, well. I'm gonna... I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen here, but... I am gonna call this episode... here anyways. With that... be around the small things. Lean to the light. I will talk to you later.